an AI-generated post for your viewing pleasure. Have you ever questioned the effectiveness of teacher training and reading instruction for students with intellectual and developmental disabilities, IDD? Today, we delve into a pivotal research paper that scrutinizes this very issue, shedding light on teacher knowledge and its impact on educational practice. In this video, we will explore a research paper focused on teacher knowledge in reading instruction for students with IDD. This study aims to expose the current state of teacher understanding and identify gaps that could influence student learning outcomes. The research paper in question sets out to assess the foundational reading knowledge possessed by teachers instructing students with IDD. By employing a robust methodology, including a well-structured survey embedded with precise assessments, the authors sought to quantify how various factors, such as years of experience and focus on phonics instruction, affect teachers' proficiency in critical reading concepts. They utilized differential item functioning, DIF analysis, a specialized method that examines the performance of individuals across different groups. This approach allows researchers to identify whether certain teacher characteristics, like experience or educational background, significantly contribute to differences in reading knowledge scores. Findings from this analysis indicate that teachers with greater experience and a stronger emphasis on phonics scored better on the assessments, highlighting discrepancies that underscore the importance of targeted professional development. A notable average score of 66% suggests that while there is competence, there remains considerable room for improvement. Furthermore, the teacher knowledge assessment structure of language scale played a crucial role in this study. By effectively measuring teachers' understanding of essential reading instruction elements, the scale revealed that foundational knowledge is indeed lacking in certain areas, necessitating immediate attention in teacher preparation programs. The paper also discusses structured literacy standards, presenting them as a pivotal strategy for enhancing teacher preparedness. The authors argue that implementing these standards would create a systematic approach to equipping teachers with the tools necessary for effective reading instruction, particularly for students with IDD. However, the study has limitations worth noting. It primarily identifies knowledge gaps without providing a detailed action plan for addressing them. Consequently, there's an opportunity for future research to explore concrete strategies that could translate these findings into effective educational practices within diverse classroom environments. Despite its contributions, the research also shows potential challenges in applying findings universally. Different teacher training programs vary widely across regions, which may lead to inconsistencies in how research-based practices are implemented in classrooms. The study's emphasis on psychometric evaluations offers a significant insight into the urgent need for robust teacher training. Translating research findings into practical applications in the classroom remains a critical step for improving educational outcomes for students with IDD. As we transition toward a conclusion, it is essential to reflect on the study's broader implications. The research not only identifies where teachers may fall short, but also suggests a strategic pathway to elevate educational practices through enhanced training and structured literacy standards. If you're fascinated by how such research can reshape education, consider how momentum can be sustained by consistently revisiting and applying these insights within teacher education. Using data-driven instruction will ultimately benefit students in meaningful ways. In summary, the research paper provides valuable insights into teacher preparedness in reading instruction for students with IDD. By illuminating existing gaps in teacher knowledge, the authors advocate for necessary changes in training programs and instructional methodologies. Their findings encourage educators and administrators to engage deeply with how reading instruction is taught, and to consider innovative approaches that can be implemented for real-world effect. To foster ongoing improvement in teaching practices, open communication among educators about research findings can greatly enhance instructional strategies. This collaboration can serve as a foundation for informed decision-making aimed at optimizing literacy instruction, especially for those who face greater challenges in learning. In our concluding thoughts, we must recognize that the research highlights essential areas in teacher education that require immediate action. As the educational landscape evolves, ensuring every teacher is equipped with comprehensive knowledge becomes paramount to student success in reading. Before we wrap up, it's essential to reiterate the importance of not viewing this research merely as theoretical. Instead, let's actively consider how its findings can lead to significant improvements in teaching standards and methodology. As we reflect on these insights garnered from the study, I encourage you to consider how such research might influence educational policy reforms and practices within your own teaching environments. So, what do you think about this research paper? How do you believe it can change the landscape of teacher preparation in reading? This video is intended for informational purposes and does not serve as medical advice. If you found this review of the research paper informative, please like, subscribe, and share your thoughts in the comments below. Thank you for joining us to explore this important study and its implications for teacher knowledge and reading instruction.